You seriously can't make this shit up. Good Lord, these people cannot be that incompetent. But Donald Trump has this gag order. Now, he's not allowed to talk about the jurors, the witnesses, the family of the court staff themselves, the judge's family. The only people that Donald Trump is allowed to talk to or talk about is Alvin Bragg and the judge. But part of that gag order is he's not allowed to get anyone to speak on his behalf about these things. Well, wouldn't you know it, as this parade of guest stars show up in the last couple days, they're there not only to show support for Donald Trump, but they're out talking to the press and stuff, and they're saying the stuff Donald Trump can't say. Now, that alone would be bad enough, but from what I'm hearing, the judge can't do anything unless there's proof of coordination, that Donald Trump was actually behind it. Well, now I'm hearing that, in his remarks, Tommy Tuberville basically came out and said, "Yeah, we're here so we can talk, around the gag order. So we found a loophole." And I might be paraphrasing slightly, but he did say that they're talking to get around the gag order for Donald Trump. And that still might be hard to prove because of showing that, well, they're just doing it on their own, things like that. But now I'm also hearing that this Andrew Rice, who's a journalist who was sitting in court, could see over Donald Trump's shoulder and could see him editing comments that Mike Johnson would then later give. Donald Trump was working on coordinating with someone to break his gag order while sitting in court in front of that same judge on a criminal case that is going very, very badly for him, trying to get around this gag order as some kind of a gotcha. Well, if this gets brought before the judge on all this evidence, and apparently this Andrew Rice was talking about it on a panel on MSNBC. Now, if that is all correct from what I'm hearing, that looks very bad. But the prosecution would have to file a motion saying, hey, we think this was a violation. They would have to hold a hearing. And they could bring in this reporter as a witness in that hearing and talk about what he saw. Now, if the judge found him in violation of that, the judge could hold him in contempt and throw his butt in jail for a few days. You can't make this up. They cannot be that dumb. They're not only are they getting people to violate the gag order, but where there should have been plausible deniability, they do it right out in the open and almost admit to it and basically say, try to stop me. So I hope the prosecutors caught that discussion with this Andrew Rice, and that they file this motion. If nothing else, that they can give Donald Trump a few days in jail, prove a point, and get him to finally stop talking.